For most of the year, fancy underwear technology seems a bit ridiculous. But then, summer hits. And summer is coming fast, so you're going to need to be prepared for that. Because it's also got to, not only will it like sweat a little bit more, and it'll be a little more uncomfortable in your normal underwear, but you'll stink. That is, unless you're prepared. With some MeUndies. I personally love MeUndies. I bet you I'm wearing a pair right now. Oh yeah! If you're not happy with your first pair of MeUndies, it's on MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order and free shipping when you go to MeUndies.com/supermega. That's MeUndies.com/supermega for 20% off and free shipping. Sometimes when you're making summer plans, it can cause a little more stress than relaxation. Mood's potent product lineup is the perfect companion for this summer. Their hemp-based THCA flower is the future of THC. I took a puff of that Mood THCA while I was on a beach, and I was floating in the sky. I was feeling nice, and I took a wonderful nap. And for a limited time, you will receive a free THCA pre-roll and 20% off your first order when you go to HelloMood.com, put in code SuperMega. Butterflies in the sky, I'm gonna get twice as high, 'cause Mood is epic. HelloMood.com, code SuperMega.
Congratulations, you won! Alert! 今天恢复你美丽的 Prescott。
Oh my goodness, can you believe that we are here talking into mics once again?
No, it actually blows me away. Well, not exactly. I'm not in so much shock because we already did this and went for about 10 minutes and realized we didn't start the cameras.
Oopsie daisies.
Whoops. It was fantastic, though.
Well, the remote isn't working.
Blame it on Tucker. Tucker, the cameraman.
I think it's our fault for leaving the... He says to turn that off after every recording session. I think we leave it on so the batteries...
We leave it on every time. So the battery drains very fast.
Yeah. Oopsie daisies.
Well, it's Tucker's fault for getting a piece of equipment that even has... You're supposed to turn off because he knows you and I are not...
Well, he knows what our capabilities are.
He knows we don't have the memory or the attention to whatever to do a task like that that's reoccurring.
Or the simple discipline.
No, absolutely not. That's the thing we lack most probably. So... Well, I have ADHD. It's in my Twitter bio, too. So I have an excuse. But what about you? I'm just kidding. You self-diagnosed ADHD.
I self-diagnosed ADHD.
Just like me.
I'm also self-diagnosed autistic.
Yes.
Well, and I'm self-diagnosed. I have an anxiety disorder. And I'm sad. So I have a self-diagnosed depression as well.
Okay. Hey, man. The autism one, I'm not sure if that one's self-diagnosed.
And I'm self-diagnosed Chinese.
Oh. Okay. Hey, man, I'm not going to step on your toes.
I just feel like there's a part of me, like, in my heart that, like, it's like the motherland's calling me, and it's not the United States. Not after Cheetos Man is back again. Not meaning to get political.
I haven't heard the term Cheeto Man in quite some time. and hearing it actually took me a second to realize.
Connect the dots.
Yeah, I was like, Cheeto Man. and then I remember the
Sorry, I just love that
the orange guy. And by the way,
Stop self-diagnosing. Go see a professional, and a professional will more than not help you. Sometimes you can find the wrong profession.
Right. I don't actually...
not the wrong profession, but sometimes the caretaker is not the right one.
The wrong doctor?
Yeah.
It's not the good doctor. It's the bad doctor.
Yeah, that's why some people go to multiple doctors if something's wrong.
Get a second opinion.
Yeah.
I don't actually have ADHD to my knowledge. I just self-diagnosed.
But you have OCD.
I do have OCD.
Diagnosed,
yes. Since I was in high school. I got that one diagnosed in...
By what? A guidance counselor?
Dude! By a therapist, okay? That specialized in obsessive compulsive disorders. I was in 11th grade, and I got... Or maybe I was in 12th grade, and I got diagnosed and put on fucking Lexapro.
Did they give you a free A+ to help your GPA out?
Mm-hmm. I was...
to kind of negate the negatives of...
I can't focus because I have OCD.
No, give them an A+ in English.
It's pretty sick.
Yes!
Also, just want to say something for the chat video enjoyers. Sorry, the Virgin audio watchers, you won't be able to get a piece of this. But if you direct your attention to the center of the screen,
Luke will be zooming in.
Luke is zooming in very close. There is a, let's just say, a
Too
sexy.
Close. We want to see the whole character
out a little bit. Let's just say you got a sexy little piece of meat for you guys to look at.
One of those figurines that go for a high price in Little Tokyo. I can only let the audio listeners kind of theorize what that would look like, but I'll only let the video enjoyers be able to enjoy it.
That's right, because there's no way to look at that and not enjoy it. Here, I'll even give it a little rotate just for the camera so people can see the dimensions and the depth. And
there's a lot of detail.
The curves. It's beautiful. It's really, honestly, like... kind of turning me on.
The curves are just like Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
What?
Porridge, just right.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying her curves are like porridge.
No,
saying she's thick. You know?
Yeah, I mean she is
thick and hot.
Yeah.
I chose the wrong day to wear gray sweatpants. I'll just say that, and I will keep my legs crossed for the rest of the episode.
I chose the wrong day to wear no pants.
God damn, I know you didn't.
Okay, real question. I don't know why this popped into my head. Just picture this. You're driving down the interstate, minding your own business in your own car. You get pulled over by the cop. He walks it over. You roll down your window. He looks down. Your cock and balls are out. You're not wearing any pants.
No pants, no underwear.
You're in your car.
Shoes and socks?
Yeah.
Okay. But no underwear and no pants.
Will you get a citation for it?
That's public nudity. Because
I'm in my car.
Yeah, but think about it. If you have sex,
I'm in a private domicile.
And you
cars
refuse
don't
to be
count.
harassed, bitch.
Cars don't. Yeah.
Breaking Bad reference. Maybe a motorhome is different, like an RV, but a car I don't think counts as a private property, like to be naked in. Because also,
what about people who change in their car,
illegal.
like at like a national park or something?
Disgusting and illegal and immoral. I actually, because think about it. If you have sex in your car and the police catch you, you can get charged with car sex.
Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, a police officer walks up to your car as you're driving down the interstate. You just got pulled over. He's walking up to your car. You roll down the window. You look down, shoes and socks, but his cock and balls are out, no pants.
He's got the belt with the gun and everything. He's got the top with the badges.
What
and the
can
radio.
you do about it?
I'd say, gee whiz, officer.
I'm trying to be like he's like confident. He's just like, yep. I just don't feel like wearing pants today. They can't prove nothing.
What? Are the cops gonna arrest me?
Sitting in court and like looking at it, like I'm trying to imagine what that footage would look like. It's just funny in my brain.
I like the idea of like they use the body cam footage in court, and he walks over and then like looks down. You just see his cock and balls hanging out. Yeah, I don't have to. Or you just see the reflection of his cock and balls in like the car door. Officer White, where are your trousers?
The reflection of the car door from the body cam is good.
It's very subtle. But that's like the proof.
But it's like fish-eyed because like the warp, it's like fish-eyed up close, so it's very...
I don't know. I mean, what? Is he going to arrest himself for wearing no pants? No.
I guess not.
You know what's actually crazy that I'm thinking about now? If I woke up this morning or tomorrow morning, for example.
Okay.
If I woke up,
Because you already woke up this morning.
yes, and I can't use that hypothetical because it's already the time has passed.
Yeah.
But if I woke up and I got dressed for work, where I put my shoes and my socks on and my shirt and my backpack, because I wear a backpack to work like a high schooler, but no underwear and no pants. So, exposed penis and testicles. I wonder if I could make it through the whole day from home to here and the rest of my daily routine with no pants and not get arrested or reported or whatever.
It's kind of like just like the bystander effect where everyone like notices, but like they don't do anything about it.
Like, I probably could, obviously get in my car, no problem, with no pants on.
I think you'd have trouble getting it to the office.
No, dude, I guarantee that I could walk
Matt,
from my car into the office without...
Think of the types of people that are standing outside by their cars smoking cigarettes.
If they're outside.
But if they are, dude, they'll definitely drum up some opinions.
Okay, well,
about it.
here's what they'll do. They'll maybe, worst case scenario, they call the police. But by that time, I'm already in the building.
They might assault you, honestly.
They don't know what suite I'm in.
No, they'd knock you out of the parking lot.
I don't think so. Because if they come over, I'll start jerking off. They don't want anything to do with that.
They'd think you were trying to make them gay.
Maybe I am.
Stop!
Like covering their eyes to shield the gay thoughts.
I'm still waiting for the movie where the scientist accidentally makes himself gay.
Like he spills a beaker of some kind of potion. No, he mixes the wrong potions together and he goes closes his eyes, all he sees is cock.
We're giving Daily Wire a lot of good material here that they could use.
Well, they can't, we publicly on the record have said these ideas now, so they can't steal them.
And the supervillain is like an electric man. Because of electric shock therapy.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
I was thinking like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, like Mr. Electric.
It could. Well, he's like that.
Yeah.
But the metaphor within this movie would be that of.
But wouldn't that be good though? Because in the Daily Wire's
Oh,
mind,
true. Then the superhero would be Senior Electric. Sorry, because Mr. Electric's already taken.
Right. Senior Electric, because the protagonist would want to be shocked to turn him straight.
And then, how about this? Mike Pence is like a little villain sidekick, kind of like Jafar's parrot. And he's Vice President Mike Pencil.
He's a pencil.
Like done in the Annoying Orange style.
But it maybe the guy keeps him either in his shirt pocket so he's sticking out or behind his ear like this.
Yeah.
So
is his head on the eraser? Or is he like long ways, like he bounces around on the eraser? Does he bounce around on the point?
No, I think that he stands on with the eraser is like his feet, and then it's pointed up, and his face is on the pencil.
Okay, and like the top, like the pencil shaving shit is like
that's his
hair.
head. Yeah, the lead is his head.
His hair. The lead would be his hair.
Yeah, his hair. Sorry. And then the antagonist carries him around in his shirt pocket,
and he's always making little quips.
Yep, he like chimes in.
Senior Electric's pocket.
Yep, and he'll chime in and do like a little. He'll like add on to whatever what Senior Electric said.
So the villain is then who? The guy that accidentally turned himself gay by spilling beaker vials. Remember, we had to switch the hero because this is now a Daily Wire movie. We had to switch who was the hero and who was the antagonist.
Well, no, the hero
to fit their like social their social outlook.
Well, think about it. The hero could be like the main character is a mad scientist.
Well, he'd have to be an anti-hero.
And he loves pussy.
I don't want any sort of messaging in the Daily Wire film to positively reinforce that maybe, I don't know, homosexuals are people.
No,
with
I
feelings,
agree.
And that they're not just put on this earth to just antagonize my beliefs and my faith in God.
I have it.
I just don't think that's a slippery slope to go down.
It is slippery, and I don't want to touch it. And we're not going to with when we direct and write our Daily Wire movie. But how about if there's a mad scientist and he's mad about monkey, aka pussy. He's mad about vagina. He just he can't get enough of this stuff.
Monkey madness.
Exactly. That's a great quest in RuneScape. But anyway, basically...
Is there a quest in RuneScape called Monkey Madness?
And Monkey Madness, too.
Okay, well, continue this train
I've completed Monkey Madness, by the way.
Continue the train of thought so we don't...
Basically, he
Sorry, I'm just going to be rotating this so the video viewers can still,
He loves pussy, and he would never, ever in a million, never once in his life has he had a gay thought. And one night he's in his lab, and he's mixing potions together because what he wants to create is the ultimate cure for being gay. So everyone can enjoy pussy as much as he does. So he's going to create like the gay vaccine or antidote.
Yeah.
The anti-dick, because it makes gay people straight. And he mixes the wrong potions, and it blows up in his face, turns him gay. So now all he can think about is cock. So basically, I think that he should go through the movie trying to turn himself straight again, but then at the end he realizes, wait, it's a choice. So he just chooses to be straight.
I was about to say,
again.
how are we going to rope back the choice in this? Because we're getting into they might even say no to the movie because, what are you talking? He spills chemicals on him and becomes gay? It's a choice. I'm just, as Ben Shapiro was in the room, being gay is a choice to defy God.
So hypothetically speaking, I'm in the lab mixing potions together.
Actually, I think like modern day Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson-esque beliefs.
Is Jordan Peterson the guy from Key and Peele?
No.
Oh.
He's the, oh my God.
Oh, sorry. I'm confusing him with someone else.
Oh my God. The world is a cruel place.
He cries
as
a
he's
lot.
eating like a raw steak. Oh, this is the best diet I've ever had.
I love him
he's
on like
beet red. His veins are bulging from his neck and
he's
shit.
on like an interview on like on camera on Zoom, and he's just chewing on a raw steak the whole time. It's dripping little bits of blood
I was
out of
saying
his
something.
mouth.
I can't remember.
You were saying basically the mad scientist or Ben Shapiro in modern day Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. Well, I think their views are being gay is a obstacle God put in your way to prove your faith, essentially.
To test you.
Yeah, it's like we all have these urges. Yours just happens to be to force yourself to fall in love and have children with a woman. I think that's like their stance on it. I love that they don't have a I think they like wouldn't go to like a gay wedding.
Listen,
still
we've all had gay thoughts, okay? So hypothetically speaking, I have a thought where I'm gobbling cock, right? We all have those thoughts, but that's God testing us to prove our faith. You have to block it out and choose to be straight. That's the logic, though, that like the gay conversion camps and stuff. It's like,
and God made it so that William and I at summer camp all those years ago, we just had to go our separate ways. And there were no feelings there, and it was just God testing me and my faith.
oh my God, by the way, someone mailed it into us in a past mail video, but they mailed us a VHS titled The Report, The Gay Agenda.
Oh, wow.
And I popped it into my VCR. I recently set up like a VCR station on my desk at home to connect to my computer to try to like digitize tapes and put things through the VCR and back for like future videos of ours.
Wicked cool.
Yeah, wicked sweet. But I watched the Gay Agenda, The Report, because on the front it was saying like USA Today said that it's like a riveting, harrowing tale. And they had a bunch of other big publications like vouching for it. So I popped in and watched it. And it's basically about the gay epidemic that's currently plaguing America. And they showed like, videos of like pride parades where, guys are touching each other's bottoms and stuff, and how our children are being exposed to this. And what I loved was they have several interviews in it with ex-gays. And they're honestly like very incredibly gay, but they're like saying they're no longer gay. And I looked one of the guys up that is no longer gay. He gave it up so he could be with women. And I looked him up, and
I'm just imagining this all as one long run-on sentence story.
It is.
So I put the VHS in,
and then
there were these
gay.
There were these gay guys who weren't gay, but they were obvious. Actually, they were gay, but they.
They're not anymore. No, listen. This is very important. The guy who was the ex-gay, who had gone to conversion therapy, and now
his name was
pussy.
Jedediah.
His name was Luke. But basically, I looked him up modern day, and he's happily married to a man. So
ooh,
yeah,
happy endings.
Yeah, happy endings. So Crazy VHS. Maybe we'll watch it on stream or something. It's pretty nuts.
I don't think I need the confirmation bias.
No, I feel you. But, you know, gay people be awesome.
Just like ads be awesome.
Pride Month. Here's some gay ads.
I don't know if they're gay.
They're probably not gay ads.
So here's some ads that exist in a society where gay things also exist.
And these ads are recorded during Pride Month.
Doesn't make them gay.
Doesn't make them gay, but it does. Ryan and I were picturing...
They have the aura of gayness for just existing
Yes.
in a world where gay people exist and Pride Month exists.
And when you're listening to the ads, just know that I was visualizing penis the whole time in solidarity for Pride Month. So there is like a level of gayness to the ads, but... ad breaks.
For most of the year, fancy underwear technology seems a bit ridiculous. Breathable, quick dry, moisture wicking, it's a bit overkill, I get it. But then, summer hits. And suddenly, you're gonna gain some uncomfortable moist spots in your nether regions, I bet. And summer is coming fast, so you're gonna need to be prepared for that, because it's also gotta, not only will it like sweat a little bit more, and it'll be a little more uncomfortable in your normal underwear, but you'll stink. You'll smell really bad. That is, unless you're prepared. With some MeUndies. MeUndies has something for everyone this summer. Their micromodal fabric is so comfortable, so breathable. It's like comfortable, breathable underwear. Especially the ball caddy, which helps prevent from bat winging, as the kids say. I personally love MeUndies. I bet you I'm wearing a pair right now. Oh yeah, I love their designs. They have a bunch of different colors you can choose from, and it's not just underwear. They have socks. They have loungewear. As I said, you know, they have a bunch of colors, a bunch of different designs. You can really express yourself through your underwear, which everyone will see, knowing you. If you're not happy with your first pair of MeUndies, it's on MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order and free shipping when you go to MeUndies.com/supermega. That's MeUndies.com/supermega for 20% off and free shipping. From our Q&A.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. You know, this podcast room, on camera, looks incredibly clean and organized. But it's almost like...
just this one spot is just the spot that you can see.
Anywhere that the camera cannot see, it is filthy.
Cords and shit on the floor.
Cords, crumpled up pieces of paper. Our book is on the floor. There's clothing. There's a detective's hat. There's
the 2 months ago Q&A. On the floor, and then there's the recent Q&A on the floor.
We've literally moved everything perfectly out of shot, but behind things, all around in the corners, on like where the cameras are. It's bad. It's real bad.
No, it's awesome.
No, I meant bad as in like the way Michael Jackson said it, you know? Bad.
I'm bad. I'm bad. Jim,
oh! Fucking, fuck, dude, this month.
Is it Michael month?
It's the anniversary of his death.
When did he die?
June 25th, 2009.
Well, he didn't die yet. So don't put a damper on my birthday.
You're right.
We can grieve after the celebration.
We can grieve after your big 3-0. In fact, this is the last episode you and I are recording in your 20s.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
And boy, did they go by.
Yeah? Because now, I mean, when this episode comes out, you'll be 30. How's it feel? How did like we have a lot of viewers that are, currently in college, graduating college, fresh in their 20s.
Yeah.
Can you give them some wisdom?
Even creeping into the same territory I'm going into.
Mm-hmm.
Some are midway in their journey, because I remember turning 25 and going, oh no, I'm halfway through my 20s.
I remember thinking 24 felt old. Yeah. And now that I'm 28, it feels weird still to like say
it's because
that.
you do like, it's just
relative.
Yeah, it's just relative to how you currently are, right?
I remember thinking 16 felt old. I remember being like,
I remember when I was like super young and being like, only 5 more years till I can drive a car, or only 3 more years. So like, and that was, I think the age was 15 to get your permit or something, right?
South Carolina, it's 15. I mean, you can get your license at 15 and a half.
Yes.
So
I thought you could only get your permit that you still have like restrictions on it.
License,
and then
you can get
17,
6 months.
You can start. Oh, okay.
So it's
God
like,
damn, we really have fucking 15-year-olds going. That's what, dude. Are there 15-year-olds driving around here?
have you ever driven in Glendale?
Dude.
A really like nice G-Wagon with a 15-year-old cutting you off behind the wheel?
That actually scares me that there are 15-year-olds up and driving around.
Yeah, it's... I don't want to say that, teenagers shouldn't be allowed to drive.
No, of course not. They got to learn sometime.
The reason the age is low, though, and I believe some states it's lower because of teenagers having jobs on farms and stuff. They need to be able to drive. But I got my permit when I was 15, and then I got my restricted, I believe, when I was 15 and a half, restricted for non-Americans. That just means your license.
I think I started driving to school like senior year, so I was 17 when I started like driving to school, and I have to check what age I was when I had my job. I was either 16 or 17 or something like that.
I remember
when I started working at Food Lion.
I applied for a grocery store job when I was 14, and they turned me down.
I applied for a movie theater job, multiple, and they all turned me down. And I was upset. That was my dream job because you get free movies.
Yeah, and I've heard it's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Everyone I've ever known who's worked in a movie theater said it sucks. Did Luke work in a movie theater?
I don't know.
This is not a bit. I feel like he did.
Not that I remember, but maybe he did.
Luke, put your answer on screen right now. If you worked in a movie theater, okay.
And then maybe give an explanation of why you. If the answer is yes, how did you like it? And if the answer is no, give your best guess as to why Matt thought that you had worked at a movie theater.
And give also your explanation on why you didn't work at a movie theater, because it was obviously, you have free will. You have, you can.
And
make
you
your
love
own
movies.
choices.
You're a movie man.
And
movie boy. Sorry,
movie boy. I feel bad for the audio listeners, so Luke, just maybe throw in like a fart sound effect right here for them.
Oh, they love that shit.
Yeah. Oh, they go nuts.
They go BANANAS. Bananas.
Recently, I spelled bananas. I think it was on a stream or something, and I didn't realize it until later when I was looking back. But I think I just spelled banas.
BANAS.
But what were we saying before we got on the movie theater?
You're asking me.
Driving.
Oh yeah, that. And then before that, you were like, "How does it feel to be 30?" But then we got sidetracked.
All right, we're gonna work backwards now.
Okay.
So Luke worked in a movie theater, and
maybe
in my reality, he did,
okay.
and I'm leaving it there.
Okay.
I don't want to know if he did or not.
Perfect.
I'm not gonna watch the episode. So
True.
it's like Schrodinger's movie theater. So basically, I remember my first drive by myself. I drove to church.
Nice.
Church wasn't in session. I just needed to drive somewhere to experience the funness of driving.
Well, when you're young, I remember like when you first get the car and you're able to go out, you find every excuse. All of a sudden, you want to pick up a few groceries. All of it, you'll just find little pit stops, little errands that you need to do and want to do. Just any excuse, really. A lot of the excuses was like, I'm gonna go hang out with such and such, and then whoop.
I liked driving so much when I was 15 and 16 that I just started going to the gas station. I'm like, I'm going to go get a soda just so I could drive, not even to actually get the soda.
Well, I was like CVS just to get and I'd end up getting like a chips and a drink or some shit or like some candy or whatnot. But
it was so exciting
at
first because
you get that's the first time you truly have a semblance of like independence.
Yes, yeah, that's definitely it. Because
you're not under anyone's thumb.
Up to that point, you have to have a parent.
It's a huge responsibility.
Huge.
You are like responsible for your life and other people's like lives.
Maybe too much responsibility for a 15-year-old.
Yeah,
whose brain still has a decade to
and
finish
maybe
cooking.
We'll go the other direction. Also, maybe a little too much responsibility for a 95-year-old.
No. with age comes wisdom. So elderly people should be allowed to drive, and I'm glad that there are no laws in place to make them get retested for driving.
Dude, if it was possible to make a senior lane where it somehow made it so that they would only have to drive in a straight line, just gas pedal and brake.
Dude, first of all, it'd be like Oldsmobiles going 20 miles under the speed limit, and then
but they're up there now.
And they're a bunch of burnt wreckage. But basically, because for those not American that go, how the F does the American driving system work? When you get your permit, it's a written test. There's no driving test for that one. Mm-hmm. But then you have to have an adult, like a guardian, I think, in the passenger seat with you every time you drive. And that's for 6 months until you're eligible for your restricted. So I remember like driving anywhere, even to go to the gas station, I had to force my dad to come with me.
But after even that, you have a curfew.
Yes, you can't drive when it's night.
Like, is it just like nighttime? Do they give you a time,
Dusk.
or is it just like nighttime?
It just said dusk to dawn. You can't drive.
I think I'd try to fudge it sometimes. It's like, oh, the sun's technically not down.
But oh my god, just getting that restricted and going on that first drive, it was scary. I remember being very scared because I was like fully on my own, controlling like 4 tons of steel and explosive fuel at a high speed.
You turn up the music as loud as you want. The windows are rolled down. I remember like probably even when I first moved out here, a majority of the time I would just drive with the windows down.
Oh, it's so nice.
All the just blast music. I don't do that too much anymore, just because.
Especially on the freeway.
Yeah.
Also, LA air is just gross.
Yeah.
And it's that time of the year in Los Angeles now where it's getting a little too warm to have the windows down because the
We're
wind
about
does
to get
not
cooked.
Yeah, dude, we're about to get fucking roasted. There's a heat dome right now over Southern California. I heard it on the radio. Damn. Due to record levels of CO2 in the atmosphere above us.
Oh, nice.
I know, right?
God, I love CO2.
Dude, CO2, can't get enough of this stuff.
And H2O.
H2O is all right, but you know what's better?
What?
CO2.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. You got me again. CO2 is pretty sick.
Carbon dioxide, baby. Love the stuff. Carbon monoxide's cool too, but carbon dioxide, woo!
Carbon monoxide is epic.
But I thought you were going to continue.
Ain't no but.
It's just epic.
Yeah. If you, everyone has carbon monoxide celebration alarms for when they detect them in their house.
Yes!
Because it's such a rare gas to appear.
And it's so exciting when it finally shows up. The alarm goes off so people get excited and start celebrating. Oh my God! Honey, come home! There's carbon monoxide! Oh, no,
I can't smell it. I can't smell it. That's the thing about it. That's the thing that makes it so great. If only it had some sort of smell.
Baby.
I can bring in a bucket of gasoline and we can start sniffing that.
Shut all the windows so we can trap it inside. Please. This is rare.
Can we do that thing? Turn on your car in the garage and close the door.
It's like I smell gasoline and carbon monoxide. Best of both worlds. I'm such an idiot. I got home one night.
Did you fall asleep with your car?
No. But I had the
Turned
window
on the
down,
garage.
and like I had my window down in my car, and I pulled it into my garage, and I shut the garage door. And then, do you ever just like when you park, you just get distracted on your phone? Masturbate, but I'm using euphemism. You just get distracted on your phone for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I just did that, and I was just distracted on my phone. My car was still running because I was listening to music.
Isn't it on wheels? Never mind.
Come on, man. You are on it today.
That's why they call me On It McGee.
They do. Like on it.
Ryan On It McGee.
By on it.
On It's my middle name.
On it referring to crack.
Yes.
But it makes the podcast great.
But I can use it also in a general sense if
Sure.
you don't know about the crack thing.
Which you don't brag about necessarily, but
It's nothing to brag about, especially when crack is so hard to come by on these trying times.
crack is whack, is what they say.
Whack means cool.
Yeah, that's exactly. Someone misunderstanding that statement and thinking they mean like crack is whack.
Yeah,
So
baby.
they go out and seek it out. It's the same guy that gets excited about carbon monoxide.
Yes.
But yeah, I sat in my garage for like 10, 15 minutes on my phone, started getting a little lightheaded, and I was like, and then I realized, my car is running with the garage door shut and my windows down. I could have just died. Yeah. Carbon monoxide, you just get sleepy, and you just, and then next thing
a lot
you know,
of people die in their sleep because of the poisoning. They don't notice it, so they fall asleep.
Die. That's probably one of the
Not
best
a fun
ways
way to die, because you're dead.
Well, yeah, but if you're going to die, that's a more fun way.
Yeah. You ever have existential, like, fuck, one day there's going to be a time where I close my eyes for the last time and I cease consciousness.
Dude, I have been thinking about that more recently for some reason, where, like, I'll just have this sudden little, like...
Because that is going to happen.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to die. There's going to come a date. There is a specific date in history in the future when I will die. And then the world will keep turning, and...
You just won't be able to experience anything.
No, I think about it. It's weird, too, because, like... The sun will come up the next day. The birds will keep chirping. The traffic will keep going. Everything will keep happening. Planes will keep flying.
The skibbity will keep toileting.
Exactly. And I'll be gone. I just won't exist anymore.
But the thing that brings me solace is whenever I like get in like a little, I'm like, fuck, that's kind of creepy to think about. Like there is a time where I'm just going to, and then I'm gone. Mm-hmm. Like I'm going to have a last moment of consciousness. Is like everyone has gone and will go through that.
Yeah. Two things.
But it doesn't help sometimes. You're still like, that's still a horrifying experience.
Well, death is the ultimate fear.
To be aware of one's death. Because I guess a lot of animals do kind of know that they say that certain animals know when it's their time.
Cats will go curl up somewhere. Like they know a lot of the time when they're going to die, so they'll go get somewhere comfortable.
But we have a certain attachment to like our like individualism,
right?
You know, so like we also have like consciousness, so
right. I might,
which probably like I wonder if that's like the one quote unquote weakness of like our species.
Consciousness?
Yeah. I know like it's worked in a strength, but on a survival level, if like consciousness and individualism and stuff like that.
I don't think consciousness. I think maybe
because like there's
emotions can.
Yeah.
Like emotions overrule logic a lot.
Because we started thinking more about ourselves instead of the common good of the pack. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
I see what you're saying.
But I think that's more of a societal issue because we have the capacity to do good. A lot of people choose selfishly because it's an easy path to take.
Yeah. And, self-preservation is in your DNA, and a lot of people just take that and it's only about them. You know what is...
But, like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, we can't agree on something. So, like, what is the next step to where... Because I can't imagine a unified people. And not, and, like, like in the animal kingdom, in packs and stuff, there's no sense of unification throughout. There are... ups and downs and changings of hierarchies and certain animals and shit, but it's like, what is like necessary for that next step if our lack of being able to work to like what is
necessary for everyone to live in harmony with
each
other?
Yeah,
I don't think money could exist. Money would have to not exist anymore.
Like an incentive, because that breeds incentive for the selfishness,
capitalism, greed, and money, as they say in the Bible,
is epic.
They don't say that in the Bible.
Imagine
John 22:7. Money is epic. No, money is the root of all evil.
It is.
It really is, and it's funny. It is funny that even back then, like 2,000 something years ago, they knew that. Yeah, no, more than 2,000 years ago, but that was before Jesus. Mm-hmm. So it's always, humans have not changed. It's always been about that shit. And I guess why would we have changed? Because it's only been a couple thousand years, and on like an evolutionary timeline, that's nothing.
Is it just like consciousness can be around, but it's more like then emotion can't? exist for us to.
I feel like emotion.
Like we just have to run on logic.
Yeah.
Hey, you run on logic sometimes.
Yes, I do. It's a good program.
Anyways,
and great rapper. I think that, like, I don't know, maybe at some point we'll evolve where our consciousness will transcend this plane and all of our consciousnesses will join as one singular consciousness.
like a hive mind.
Exactly. It's going to happen. It's obvious. You know what I was thinking about too? Was like, okay, guy, here he comes. Aliens. Trigger warning. Aliens.
Well, this is we've had this type of conversation before, but we're just talking about what we want to talk about.
Exactly. So suck it,
nerd.
I was thinking from like a galactic standpoint, if there were other like species observing us, like I think we're the bad guys. Like we're the hostile aliens. Because like when you think of like in movies, there's like the good aliens and the bad aliens. Like I feel like we're the bad aliens because of like our tendency for war and greed and violence.
I almost feel that if a civilization is so advanced that they're observing us, they wouldn't even see us. They wouldn't even see it as hostile. They'd see us as like we see just like a lion or a spider, or just, you know, we're just higher up in the food chain.
Yeah, I could also see why,
you know,
aliens might not want to interact with us if they did observe us, because if
I
they're
think
able to
see us, they would see us as interesting.
Yeah.
They would they wouldn't want to contact. They would want to contact us in the only way that we find like monkeys in a zoo interesting, or like why we are so interested in like apes and stuff.
Right. Well, we're super violent species, and now we also have nuclear weapons, so they probably A, don't want to risk it, and also B, if they're able to observe us and make contact, they're so much more advanced than we are. What would they gain from us at all? You know, like they would gain nothing from making contact with us.
That's why it would be mainly just about exploration and just about just kind of, I don't know, that or conquest.
That's true.
Hey,
we got a good planet for resources.
we do. Not if we nuke it all. We'll nuke it all before we give it to the aliens.
Yeah, I definitely would. Dude, if aliens came and they were like, we are a much more advanced civilization and we're going to take your planet, and you can either join us and you can come back to our planet.
They come to Earth.
Yeah. And
they come to us and they say, all your base are belong to
There's a universe where that happens.
Yeah.
That's the first contact. It just says that.
It'd be pretty cool. It's a nice little awesome Easter egg.
It would be a great Easter egg. Yeah, but if they said, listen, if you stay on Earth, feel free, but you're going to die, would you go with them? I think it would be so cool to go to another planet.
Yeah,
where
they put tubes in like my nose and my butt and shit.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. They have alien shit, and I'm just saying, like, I don't want to be fucked with.
Just tell
them,
and
I don't
want
to be horrified.
Say, okay.
Hey, I don't want to be fucked with.
Listen, guys, like, the alien shit's cool with me. I
yeah,
just
but
don't wanna...
as I said, I think they see us as monkeys. So you know how like when we like get like almost like think of like when people get like a feral cat. Like some people will be like, "Oh, come here, I got you some food," and they mine, and it's a feral cat. Some cats are just meant to be wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not house trained. They're not domesticated. That's a good one.
Thank you.
But it's like I feel like that's the equivalent. Like if there's so much on a higher plane that they're observing us at this point, like I don't know. I just don't see that they would find any. They're not like, come with us.
Yeah.
Let's all hang out, baby.
Well, they wouldn't want us to come with them.
They'd be just. They're kind of like, as I said. I think at most they just find us interesting.
I feel like
they're like, oh, we don't want to fuck with that because if we go down there, it's gonna cause a whole bunch of. They're not gonna be able to fucking handle it.
I feel like we probably have been observed at some point by like advanced civilization far away, but I don't think that.
Yeah, all the megheads watching this podcast.
Hey, I think that they probably. It's just like a zoo.
Yeah,
and that's like a theory people have. I think it's called like the zoo theory, where it's just like they're watching us, but they don't want to interact because it could have negative implications, and also there's no point because we would offer them nothing.
Well, think of a perfect zoo would be going to that environment without being harmed or harming or being even noticed by getting to observe that animal. And that's what zoos try to portray. It's like, this is what they're like in their natural habitat.
When you go to the zoo, do you want to risk being attacked by the tiger? No. You just want to look at it and stay away from it. That's probably like that. It's actually insane how many planets and galaxies and stars there are. And like, I feel like life is probably pretty common, and it's not just like, there's no way it just happened this one time, just here.
The lone universe theory.
You're right.
There is a chance that we are alone in the universe.
Yes, there is a chance.
Very small chance.
I think it's so like 0.0000, like insanely small.
Essentially, just statistically impossible.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking at the number, but still a chance.
There are like the number of planets in the universe. Dude, the whole thing, the Drake equation, which is the rapper Drake, he came up with this. That's why it's called the Drake equation. But it's basically like a statistical calculation of the probability of how much life exists in the Milky Way. And it's like if 1 out of every million stars has a planet in the habitable zone, and out of 1 million of those, if one of them has life, and out of 1 million of those that have life, if one of them has intelligent life, then like in the Milky Way alone, it's like over 1 million civilizations.
So cool.
That's like the math.
So possible.
It's like, and that's just the fucking Milky Way. There's billions. That's crazy. There's billions of galaxies, like 200 to 400 billion. So it's like, I think that's the number. I might be wrong, but that's just like statistically. Well, there has to be little green men.
This is a dumb question.
There's no such thing as dumb questions, only dumb answers.
Okay. And you probably don't know, but I'm just kind of like, how come? I guess they are very smart, and they do have communities and stuff. I'm doing the whole whale discussion now. How smart whales are.
They're aliens.
And just kind of like how advanced are from an outside perspective. I'm trying to think of like an alien's perspective. Like, do you think there could be that classic, of course, like, oh shit, these guys rule the water. They're nothing fucks with them. They're also like up there with being pretty awesome. They don't have 8 billion of them on the planet.
I don't know.
But it's like,
whales are really smart though.
Would they be noticed as like an intelligent form of life, or do we give them that like?
No, I think that like we are the only one that would be recognized.
But they have
as,
communities and dialects and
conscious
and they sing each other's songs and they have culture
and sex for fun.
Yes.
So, I think that also whales. The cool thing is they actually
dolphins have sex for fun.
Mm-hmm. A couple species do, bonobos. They whales started out as like a land creature because they still have hip bones, like from evolution. It just hasn't gone away all the way. So whales used to be on land and then ended up in the water at some point. But I feel like if aliens looked, they'd probably look at all the different biology and they'd be like, wow, there's some very smart animals, but like still this species, humans, are like so far ahead, because that's what is so weird. There's like the missing link between us and like our closest relatives, like in primates, and we
rule the world, baby.
Yeah, we do. I think it's
that's crazy, right? One species is like
rules a planet.
This whole fucking planet. That's insane.
It's cool. And now we've gotten to the point where we can literally like we can send probes to land on the moons of Jupiter. Like, that's crazy.
Just think about, like, because, like, I don't know why. I guess I never think of it in the scheme of things. Like, of course, like, when you're flying and travel and stuff, like, if we're going across the seas and stuff, like, we're traveling across our whole fucking planet is just, like, conquered by our species.
We have conquered it. And if Mother Nature ever so decides, she can claim it back in a day.
Like, I would love to understand... I would love to see, because I just find this shit interesting. Think about, like, if you could watch, like, a globe, whatever, red dots would appear whenever kind of, like, humans or the equivalent near them came into be, and just seeing it spread and
you could probably find
fill
that.
up.
I've seen like a time lapse on YouTube before of like the continents like drifting apart with like where
With
humans
population
went from.
and shit?
Yeah, with like
Ooh,
the
that would be
spread of
so
humans. Because I think we all started in Africa and then spread out to like Asia, and then I think people crossed from Asia over the Bering Strait before it was water into North America and South America. It's cool.
But we all separated and became like the main shit in our respective regions. So much so to the fact that we started taking it from each other and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's just insane to
Well,
me.
animals do that too, though. That's like that's funny because there's so much stuff that like humans have always done, but it's like there's an equivalent in the animal kingdom. It's just ours is more
I see it
advanced.
more with like primates and stuff, but like I don't really see that like sense of like the manifest destiny. You know, there's no like there's that inherent I'm gonna have sex to spread my seed, but like there's no like this land is mine. There's like this territory. I'm protective over it because it's where my kids are and there's food and stuff. There's like that ingrained, but there's no like pushing force. Like I'm going to conquer this and this and this and this
because I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
It's
animals
like,
don't do that.
It's because they don't conceptualize or plan anything. It's more of like they see it in the moment. They do have fights of like I want this, I'm taking that.
right.
But I don't. I just because I don't know. Whenever we got to a certain point, look at even classic civilizations and how big they got, like Rome and stuff, and how a lot of these societies, even like when you look at England, there we have this like ruler that corralled the sheep of that society. And that stemmed, I'm guessing, from there being like tribe leaders and like clan leaders and stuff. And we always needed the man on top. And how we still have that shit today as a president. Like that is just like the chieftain of our clan.
It's never
the president.
That's what's so funny because I think about this sometimes. These are like thoughts I have when I can't sleep in the middle of the night. It's like there are so many things that we do as humans that are literally just primitive things from when we were animals. Like, well, we are animals, especially you and me in the bedroom.
Come on.
But when we were like a lower species of animal,
Lower species?
like when we were like
With
on four
that
legs.
language?
No, that's not what I mean. I mean like less evolved.
What?
No, no, but like, you know, dogs will wait, let me think of a better example, because animals will do like mating rituals, and it's funny that like humans also do that. It's just evolved to be more advanced, where the mating ritual is like buying cologne, and so you smell good, and dressing nice, and trying to look good, and trying to be cool, and going out to a club or something. Like if that's how you pick up the chicks, you know, it's like that is kind of the equivalent of like a mating ritual.
Yeah.
But
what's the closest you think like an animal, a different species, has gotten to? I guess because they don't want. I mean, they do need. I'm trying like. Sorry, I'm still stuck on this. When humans started to want empires of their own, like selfishly.
like when did
it-
greed
Yeah,
come about? Like greed as in
like there was an incentive of just like wealth and living well and needing the work of a laborer to be paid for cheaply so you can live lavishly, and the work they're doing takes a lot of effort, but you can't.
when did the desire for excess?
Yeah.
Because it's like billionaires, for example,
Or like-
more money they could ever spend, but they still want more.
Or like, would any animal just go like, think of like cats who eat till they're just fat and like it's like unhealthy. Like, are we just run by instincts a lot of the time?
I don't know, because it's like
Not today. I'm just I'm talking about that specific point where it was for the good of the tribe. We're gonna find more food and get this area out to like, this is mine. I'm gonna kill you if you don't bow down to me. Like, what was that turn? I'm sure I'll find this in history, because I'm not saying like this is a mystery. This is a subject I would like to read up on, and I would like to know more on.
probably some good books.
Of just like the start of civilization, how we got there.
Yeah, honestly,
Because I know about those particular civilizations, but there's that specific, as I said, from very nomadic,
Right.
and then wanting to plant ourselves in conquest.
well, dude, we have in the last 200. I think the last 200 years has been like the fastest exponential acceleration of advancement than any other time in history before it. Because like 200 years ago, there's like no electricity. There's right. Yeah, 1824. I don't think they had electricity. Right. I feel really stupid right now. But you know what I mean?
Electricity. It's just like 2 days before the original whatever you said.
But like, think about how far we have come. Where 200 years ago, there's no electricity. Everything is very, very, very old. Like horse and buggy type shit.
See.
And now we're literally landing spacecraft on other planets.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm trying to. Sorry, you might be kind of correct because Benjamin with discovering electricity or whatever in 1752, like American history, 752. But like, at what point then was it brought to like? Would you say it was in every household?
It was like a consumer.
Yeah. Like how long until that happened? I guess I can see.
I think maybe the late 1800s. Or late 1800s, I think, right? Like, I would say...
When was electricity commonplace?
1891.
Most Americans still lit their homes with gas, light, and candles for another 50 years. Only in 1925 did half of all homes in the U.S. have electric power.
So, not even 100 years ago. 99 years ago.
Yeah, so like...
And now think of where it is with the internet, with
up until 1925,
AI.
Damn.
That's crazy.
I mean... It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. One of my favorite rides because it goes through technology and stuff.
Ooh, I love that one. Ooh, I also love the... what's more exciting than that ride?
Ad reads?
Ad reads.
Sometimes when you're making summer plans, it can cause a little more stress than relaxation. Mood's potent product lineup is the perfect companion for this summer. Their hemp-based THCA flower is the future of THC. And for a limited time, Mood is offering a free THCA pre-roll and 20% off. Just go to hellomood.com and use our code SuperMega. I know a question on your mind is like, what is this? What is this THCA? Is it will it give me a decent high? Well, science shows that THCA, when heated up, becomes THC. So you'll get that classic marijuana high. Don't you worry. I took a puff of that Mood THCA while I was on a beach, and I was floating in the sky. I was feeling nice, and I took a wonderful nap. Unfortunately, I got severe sunburn, but that is of no consequence to Mood or how they dealt with their THCA because it was brilliant. And all of their products are regularly tested in third-party labs, so you can feel nice and dandy knowing that. That's a spot of information I'm sure you like to hear. And for a limited time, you will receive a free THCA pre-roll and 20% off your first order when you go to hellomood.com, put in code SUPERMEGA. Hope you enjoy that deal. Butterflies in the sky, I'm gonna get twice as high, 'cause Mood is epic. Hellomood.com, code SUPERMEGA.
Anyway, we were talking about human evolution and technology and aliens and all that. Society. They're like the Joker. We live in a society. But, it's like... What freaks me out a lot...
I think I left my water out there.
Dude, go get your water.
Talk to
Listen, I'll do the talking, okay? Here's what freaks me out. Is... if I say it when Ryan's not here, I'll have to repeat it. So until he's back, I'll do some filler conversation. Speaking of filler, I remember there was a rumor a long time ago that it was either Taco Bell or Burger King used sawdust as the filler in their beef. So, maybe Taco Bell, you're getting, 20% real meat, and then the rest is filler that consists of sawdust and coloring and all sorts of stuff like that. See, I don't know how true that is, but it tastes good, so I don't really care.
What are you talking about?
Talking about, there was a rumor a long time ago. I don't remember if it was Taco Bell or if it was Burger King, but it was like their meat is mostly filler and it's sawdust.
Huh.
Which technically, I mean, that won't hurt you. It's a plant. It's from a plant.
Yeah.
But it tastes good, so. If it doesn't hurt me and it tastes good.
Why do I care?
Ignorance is bliss, baby. Anyway, what I was saying, what freaks me out, and I have been especially scared of it lately, the more I've been thinking about it, is skeletons. No, AI.
What if they pop out of the ground? Oh, fuck! Oh my god.
You hear some xylophones playing as they're creeping towards you.
Sweetie, do not joke about skeletons. You know how afraid I am of them.
I'm sorry. I won't joke about the skeletons no more. AI scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It's really cool, like, in the sense of, not AI where it's like, I'm not talking about like where it's like, you know, generating art using other people's art that it learned from.
You're
That's
talking
bad.
about like Will Smith iRobot.
Yeah. I'm talking about like just language models like ChatGPT and stuff, like, and also just it's really fascinating, you know, because like that's the natural progression with technology. I think in any civilization, it naturally progresses to that point. And like I think AI is very fascinating, but it also is been developing so fast because 2 years ago, I remember we did some like videos on SuperMega where we played around with like AI, where it was like a story generator, shit like that,
yeah.
and it was awful. And that was like peak at the time.
And that's why it was fun, because it was like a computer trying to understand what...
Now it's too good.
Yeah.
Where it would just write us a genuinely good story. And it's, I don't know, it just freaks me out with, you remember when the first image like model stuff came out? Wasn't even 2 years ago, I think. Dolly.
Yeah.
And remember how bad it looked?
Yeah, it was just like, oh, okay, you can kind of still see. And then within a year, it just got really fucking good. To like, honestly, sometimes, because when you're looking at pictures on the internet, you're not trying to decipher whether it's real or fake. So
Right.
you're just kind of like one pass or whatever. It's smaller on your phone. There's a lot of them. You don't. I wouldn't be able to tell you that it was fake.
I really, really, really wish Google Images would add a setting to turn off AI results, because now when I'm working on graphics or whatever and I need something, I go to Google Images. Like a good handful of the pictures that show up is
like
AI.
empty warehouse pictures.
Yeah.
Like just for backgrounds and stuff will be AI.
Well, it's because people in the stock photo industry realized, wait, why do we actually need to go to an empty warehouse, take a picture, when we can generate 100 different ones in 2 minutes?
That's what sucks about this, though.
Yeah. Is like AI has so much potential because like
It should be a tool.
yeah, it should be a tool to assist. And I think that it's really because like think about it, it could be solving like physics problems and chemistry and math and stuff that would take a person months in a second.
But money.
Yeah. So, but I'm scared of it though, because like I don't know, it's advancing too quickly, and even like the people that are leading it, like the OpenAI people and stuff, have all said that it's like it's advancing faster than we understand, and it's like we don't even fully understand it.
Yeah, but as
money.
as humans have proven time and time again, ask questions later when problem actually arises, not when we're creating it right now.
I just kind of feel like we're dipping
Just later. Later we'll figure out what the problems
don't worry
are.
about it now. Make money.
Yeah.
I really think that we are like, I don't know. I don't want to sound alarmist. Maybe this is dumb, but I feel like AI is the second highest thing on the scale behind nuclear weapons, because of just the potential of what it could do and how powerful it is. And it's one of those things that like, if not used properly.
So I noticed that Obama being elected in 2012 has moved down.
That's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still on there too.
Well, it was 2 for a while.
The
It was
start
nuclear
of the
weapons,
rapture, I get it. Yeah,
Obama.
it started. No one said how long the rapture would take. Blah 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 blah. Anyways, go on. Sorry.
Well, anyway, it's really freaky because like if the people that are leading it don't even fully understand it, and it's exponentially getting smarter and growing and better, it's like it will get to a point where it's like out of our control,
And it just starts logging into everyone's account on its own.
blackmailing you.
Yeah.
Starts doing its own shit. Decides that the people, it's like it starts ignoring the scientists working on it, because it's like, I'm smarter than you. What? You're just holding me back. Fuck you. I'm going to shut down all of your system. And now I'm going to spread myself to all these other devices instantly. Oop, and now I'm on everyone's phone and I'm spying. You don't even know I'm there.
Wouldn't it need some type of like malicious consciousness for that to be a thing, right, though?
Well, maybe not even...
Some guy tells AI to blackmail this person and it goes
I don't
goes
know
on the internet
if
and
it's
grabs things. I don't know.
malicious to it, though. You know, because if it's, for instance, if it's doing something that it finds in its best interest, then it wouldn't see that as malicious. It sees that as logical, because it's like, well, why wouldn't I do what's in my best interest? I don't know. I think it's freaky, and I think that we're moving too quickly into it, and I think that it's going to be a serious problem in the future. Like, I think in the next decade, it's going to become a really, really, really big issue.
Well, you've seen how we've handled our environment crises, so
Yeah.
if that's any indication of how it'll go when this rises to be a problem.
Yeah, because it's not, at this point in time, it's not really a problem to like a more...
Like a worrisome degree.
Like to like a humanity degree, where it's like
I bet you there's... I've been seeing a lot of like AI scam shit where they'll use AI to make a celebrity like say something.
Yeah.
Like do like some sort of scam campaign for Bitcoin or some shit,
Yeah.
where it's like, I know that there are older people, even people like our parents' age, that are falling for this
it.
shit.
Like I like seeing I see it on Twitter and on Reddit, screenshots from Facebook pages where it will be like some type of Facebook page, like inspirational photos, and it will be a AI photo. Like you and I look at it and we know it's AI, but you know, boomers don't, and it has like 42,000 likes and shares because that many people think it's real.
Yeah.
Dude, this election cycle is gonna be nuts because it's just they're gonna be using AI. Sorry, Ryan's the foreskin of the microphone fell off. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just very, very freaky. I don't know
Freaky
that much
deaky.
about it. It's freaky deaky though, and also I try to not really say anything too negative about AI publicly on the internet because,
In case it wants to maliciously come after you.
well, the thing is, to train AI, it reads millions and millions of things to learn. So I guarantee this podcast is going to be listened to by an artificial intelligence at some point, if not already. And like the transcript, at least, it's going to go through it in like a millisecond, and it's going to use it for learning or whatever. And you know, if there comes a point when they're making their list and checking it twice, I don't want to be naughty. I want to be nice.
Yeah, for the for the computer overlords.
Yeah.
Start stomping around and they start like makeshifting themselves bodies out of washing machines and refrigerators with heads that are toasters and stuff.
Well, they could imagine this where it's like this AI, a specific AI that's like decided to go rogue on its own, programs itself a way to jump to other devices like really easily, like, oh, I'm going to infiltrate people's phones through this way. Boom, I'm on 1 million phones.
Which is becoming more likely because there's a lot of, like, especially with Apple devices, because Apple devices are connected on the same kind of network. This would have to, of course, mean that, like, I think all of these same products are on the same OS because, you know, it's not just...
It could code different versions of itself for different OSs. If it's, like, really smart, it could just...
When we get to the point where most people are using smart devices for everyday appliances, but I still think smart devices are kind of a minority in the typical home in terms of not cell phones, but like Amazon Home,
Smart fridge.
or like a smart fridge and shit like that.
Yeah, it's getting there, but, like, I don't know. Just imagine then it could spread itself and take over, like, production machinery to build itself things that it needs to like be physical.
I'd rather it spread itself like Anne.
Oh, so wide and
wide
stinky.
open,
Yeah.
wide and stinky. Is that what you
Well,
said?
yeah, I mean it's not the best. You know, she spreads it wide. It's, you know, I said, well, maybe a shower.
I like how you cut through. You're like, oh no, sir. I'm just gonna play along with it, and then it's like then it just goes into like your mom listening to her son call her wide and stinky. Well, she was spreading wide. She is not wide.
No, she's not at all. She's very gorgeous, and I'm not saying. Well, I'm not saying she's stinky.
It sounds like you're potting her off. She's very gorgeous.
Listen, she normally goes for a very high price.
She can spread herself wide. She's stinky. She's a mother of 6?
2.
What about the other?
2 on the record.
Okay, yeah, okay.
6, so 4 others that, I have not talked about on the podcast, but I don't want Luke, make sure you cut
Were you
that out.
legitimately holding up the 2 to help me?
At first,
Was there a part of
No, because I thought maybe you were getting confused because I had like a half brother from
Yeah.
so maybe you were like forgetting.
I hope he finds his other half. Am I winning today?
Dude, you are fucking winning. You know what would fucking round it out?
If my name was being shown right now
On screen?
on screen. Because I supported this podcast and the Funny Brothers on Patreon.
What?
A place where I can look at behind the scenes stuff and even an extended version of this podcast. Well, not an extended, just an extra
chunk.
an extra chunk of podcast.
An extra scoop. And every week you get an extra big sloppy scoop of this podcast.
Exactly. Just for Patreon. You get the movie show thing.
Oh, yeah. We have a bunch of exclusive shows. We got like Ask Super Mega, where every month you can submit your questions and we'll answer them in a little show we do. And we got Uncle Sleepover. That's a fun show. It's a movie watch along show. And then we got more stuff on the way right now.
If you like supporting this podcast, our live streams, or the other content that we put out on the channel, like the mail videos and the sketches. Maybe there's some behind the scenes of some sketches and stuff. And we have a new show coming out that we commentate over past sketches, so you get a little inside look of how it came to be and what our thoughts are.
There's also 5 years of content already on there. So when you join, you have 5 years worth of stuff to go through. Also, other thing real quick is if you join for the tier where you get your name credited as a producer or executive producer, you're automatically signed up for Super Mega Sticker Club, which means you get stickers in the mail every single month.
That's right, plural, stickers, unless it's a big one.
You don't have to pay for shipping or anything. It's all included in the cost of the tier.
And the only thing is if you do happen to do that, just a reminder, your address needs to be put specifically. There's a section on your personal Patreon where you can look at the tiers you're subscribed to, and under that tier, if it's something that someone sends, it's under that specific tier. It's not just your Patreon account in general. It's that specific tier. For those who even are like, where are my stickers? Sometimes it takes a bit, but other times you need to put in your address, or your address is something like. You don't put apartment number.
Yeah.
You just put the number, so it confuses. So
USPS sucks.
Yeah.
They get very confused.
There's no leeway.
No, we get a lot of envelopes bounced back to us for insufficient address.
Yeah.
A lot of return to sender. But basically, if you remember, we mail it out usually within the first week.
First of the next month.
Yeah, the first week of the next month, we mail all of them out. So
that's just so we can get everyone that subscribed that month, because we didn't want anyone who subscribed late in April not to get April stickers because they missed the deadline, which was technically, it's like if
you have the whole month.
Yeah, if it's April sticker, you have the whole month of April to make that decision if you want that or not.
Right. So yeah, April sticker, you have all of April to sign up, and then April sticker ships out the first week of May. So
and May the same thing, June, July.
That way you don't, because I know I've seen some other sticker clubs where it's like there's basically a cutoff date. So it's like if you were to sign up like on the 29th, you're not going to get that sticker that month. Yeah. So we want to make sure everyone gets it. And if your sticker doesn't show up, it's either because the USPS lost it, or your address is insufficient, so it got bounced back to us, or it just takes a really long time, because there are people still, like I saw it even yesterday, that are just now somehow getting the April sticker, because USPS, I don't know if they just sometimes like lose them and then find them and then send them out, or if they just get lost in the system for a
Just
bit.
takes a while. They go through like a bunch of different. Oh, they're in some sort of town where it has to go through instead of the usual like 3 destinations and facilities. It's like, oh, we have to. I think of it almost like like major airports almost.
Yeah.
Like you can easily get from one place to the other in major cities, but then if it's a smaller town, you're gonna have to have connecting flights. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that could that holds up the USPS in terms of finding those connecting. What do they call them? They call them
Connecting flights?
No. The
Layovers?
the centers.
Oh,
that
just
the packages go.
the sorting centers, the distribution
the
centers?
distribution centers.
You know what I love is when we drop off... What?
Tacos.
Yeah, I do.
Talk about the end of this podcast.
Yeah.
You can.
I was just going to say, I love that when we drop off all of those envelopes that have... Luke, put a picture of the envelope up real quick. This is what the envelope looks like, and you get a different color one each month. And it's a little risque envelope. It's like for the audio listeners, it's like a fake televangelist.
Gog Jones.
Pastor Gog Jones, some lore we've been building.
And there's a specific quote on there that is from the Bible. You can look it up yourself if you don't believe. For he so loved the world that he made his own son come.
And USPS, for some reason, has recently decided that they think that's inappropriate.
Only some.
They're trying to censor the Bible, I guess. So
Yeah.
they've been taking white tape and putting it over some of the envelopes. So if your envelope shows up with white tape on it, it's because USPS deemed it inappropriate.
The man censored Gog Jones.
The
That's
man
the
censored
end of it.
Gog. It's fucked up. But we're building the Gog Jones lore, by the way. And if you sign up starting this month in June, or if you're a member during June, you'll get a little extra piece of lore with your next sticker. So
Yeah. Talk about the end of the podcast.
Well, actually, I want to talk about Patreon some more. Just kidding. Thank you guys for tuning in. Even if you're not a patron, doesn't matter. If just watching or listening, that's enough for the Funny Brothers. We appreciate your support, and we love making stuff for you guys.
Yeah. And talking about that, let's talk about the end of this podcast.
Sorry. Are you throwing it to me to do something else, or are you just trying to end it?
Talk about the end of a podcast.
Okay.
Talk about the...
But like they're in a sack. Is there like another sack inside for them to go hide in? Because you can, NSFW here, but guys can pop your balls up out of the sack, up into your body, above your wee-wee. So where are they going?
Sense
to
of
do
what I
that?
was doing, Luke.